What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this is about the Shy Season 2, Episode 10, Did Reg Die? Now, we all saw him get shot up. I'm going to break it down and let's see what happened. Now, we remember in Episode 8, Doodah had a meeting with another rival gang member from the Wild Boys, the leader of the Wild Boys. And so he was saying how they wanted to get Reg taken out because they know he's the one that robbed their crew, their set. Now, Doodah was conflicted about that. For one, he know Reg taking care of his brother. Two, Reg is the head of his street organization, so he don't want to cut the head off of his organization. And then three, he's the one that made Reg, have to do such drastic actions because he wanted that $50,000 tax. And so Reg didn't have enough, so he came up with it. And so the guy was basically telling him, you know how this go if Reg is not taken care of, and Doodah don't want a war. Now, when he came to see Reg in the street, he was talking to him, and he said, I heard you check these people in public. And he said, yeah, it was my brother Jake's mom, and they were selling her dope. I don't want him to do that so she can get a chance to get clean. He respect that. He know Reg has some good in him, although he is rough around the edges. And so he's trying to look out for Jake and Reg at the same time, as well as his business and personal interests. Now, we saw in this last episode that he was at the restaurant talking to Otis Perry about business, and he was telling him about how he want to bring Jake under his wing. Now, the thing is this: Jake is too young to run the street business, so really Jake is only in position to be groomed. He can't really do much for them right now. And so Reg was saying, is there anything I can do? He's looking to step his game up, maybe even get off the street and try to be like Otis Perry his damn self. And he appreciated that, but he told Reg, you got nothing to worry about. And normally when you hear that from a boss like that, that means you do have something to worry about. And the one thing about Reg is he walked around with his guard down an awful lot, and even going over here and manipulating Emmett. He was a manipulator. He probably won't even know who it is that put the hit out on him, because he's created a lot of enemies and tension for no good reason. And so, he's getting all this food order and everything on the menu, and then he didn't even want it. Just throw it in the garbage. Took the pie just to throw it in the garbage because he thought it was funny. And so, I don't know, Reg, the thing is this: they probably would have let him die if the Jason Mitchell situation didn't come in. Now, Reg is lower-minded thinking. He saw the cutie with the booty on the bike, and it was easy for him to get distracted, and it's easy for him to be tracked down, obviously, because they was able to find him and shoot him and air him out, and they used the Cardi B lookalike. Now, this is the thing: the distance from where they shot was so close, and they're using submachine guns, Uzis, or whatever the case, and it shows that Mike got hit in the arm once and Reg in the lower chest and in the arm. Look how close they are. There's no way that they shouldn't been dead instantly. So their writers left wiggle room to see what was going to happen. They made Jerica leave Brandon because she left the show, and now Brandon's gone from the show. I don't know how they're going to tie that loose end up, but nevertheless, they got to figure out a way to make Reg survive. The good thing is they left it open, and when they showed Reg still alive on the ground, and then we saw Big Mike scoop him up like a turd out the punch bowl and carry him to safety, even though they left the Last Supper on the ground. Now, I think that Reg is going to survive. I think that because he's going to be one of the main characters next season, and he does have a good fan following. Plus, to be honest, he is damn near the only person that's almost realistic as a real Chicago and street dude. You know what I'm saying? Chi-Town street figure. A lot of these people on the show, they don't fit the role completely. I know it's not going to be perfect, but nevertheless. And Reg even got some questionable instances as well. But I think that Reg is not going to die, that they're going to keep him alive for the next season. And I mean, it's understandable. Without Jason Mitchell, they centered pretty much the whole show around him one way or another. Ronnie is connected to Coogie, who was connected to Jason Mitchell. Coogie was only in the first episode and was barely in that. Pretty much it's all been about Jason Mitchell since then. And you see the detective crews in Tucson, they tied into Jason Mitchell, Brandon, and even Emmett, they tied into Brandon. Everybody revolves around Brandon. So the only way I could see him getting written off the show is probably show a character that looks like him walking down the street, and then he gets shot up, but we don't see his face, but we're supposed to assume it was Brandon and he was taken out. Now we could try to bring Detective Cruz and Toussaint back because they're trying to figure out the murder of Brandon, as well as what was going on with Doodah. But in reality, I think that they're gonna need Reg. It's gonna be hard to get around the fact that they centered the entire show around Brandon. They're gonna pretty much have to refocus the entire show for this season 3 if they want to save the show. And I think Reg is a good person to do that, as well as the kids. Let me know what you guys think. You think he survived? You think he should have died? And do you think it's possible for the show to still keep it strong and keep moving and grow? In the end, that's my thoughts. I don't think Reg is going to die for a number of reasons. And pretty much they didn't shoot him up enough, and they need him for the show to survive. Thanks for watching. I want to thank everybody that support me on patreon.com. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Hit that like, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.